Welcome to another Solana update. I have not made a video about Solana in a very long time, and I think now is actually the perfect time to do it. So right now, I believe we bottomed in the fourth wave right here, and yeah, we've pretty much been going sideways since April of 2024, and I believe we are actually in an ABCDE structure. And this actually mirrors very well what happened in the previous cycle. As you can see, after we bottomed in the fourth wave in the previous cycle, the price pretty much did nothing. And let's actually take a look at how long we did nothing for. So let's just take the fourth wave low and let's see how long it took to actually finish the E wave right here. And you know what? No, let's actually see how long it took to actually break out of this sideways consolidation zone. So it took about 84 days. And right now, if we go in this cycle, we'll see that after the fourth wave low, which I believe is probably this right here, I mean, we have been in this consolidation zone for about 100 days. So this ABCDE structure is already taking longer than in the previous cycle. And I don't think this is bearish because, I mean, Solana, in my opinion, went up earlier than the other altcoins. And yeah, it did something different. And yeah, it's normal to get these big sideways periods because we went up like what? About 2,600%? Of course we need to go sideways. This is normal. So I don't get why people are complaining. You cannot get gains forever. You need some kind of consolidation period where the RSI can cool off, and yeah, so this is okay for now. Now, why do I think this is an ABCDE and why do I think it's similar to the previous cycle? Well, let's actually look at what happened in the previous cycle in this structure. So in the A wave, we hit the low, which was also the fourth wave moved down after the third wave. And yeah, as you can see, the B wave was higher than the D wave and the C wave was lower than the E wave. And if we look at what's happening right now, you can see that the A wave is the fourth wave low, the B wave is higher than this current D wave, and the C wave, if this continues, maybe this is actually the C wave right here, if this continues, then the C wave might be lower than the E wave that we will get very soon. So right now we did not break above the B wave right here, which is a good sign because it means that what happened in the previous cycle is repeating itself. As you can see in the D wave, we did not manage to break above the B wave right here. So yeah, we're pretty much copying what happened in the previous cycle. Now, if we somehow manage to break above the B wave right here, then that's probably going to be a sign that this is not actually a ABCDE structure. Maybe it's something different. Maybe the third wave is actually still happening. That could also be a case. But yeah, I mean, watch this level right here very closely. So let me actually put this right here. Yeah, something like that. Let's change the color. So if we go above this high right here, then yeah, what happened in the previous cycle is most likely not going to repeat itself. But if we now go down in this E wave right here, then the low of the E wave should be higher than this low right here, and maybe it will touch this Fibonacci retracement right here, the Fibonacci retracement, the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement, and yeah, I mean, that would be perfect in my opinion. I can also give you another support region if you want, so let's just take this. So yeah, this right here could be a very important zone to watch. Now, of course, maybe we'll get below the 0.786. It's a possibility, but maybe we'll stay above or inside the bull market support band, and maybe we don't need to go below this level right here. Because we do not need to actually test the 0.382 extension. I mean, we don't need to do that. We just need to put in a higher high on the E wave compared to what we put in right here. So this right here could pretty much bottom anywhere it wants. But me personally, I would like to see it bottom around this region right here. So let's just make this another color. Yeah, something like that. So this, in my opinion, is a good region for it to bottom. But I could see it get to the 0.618 before reversing. So yeah, I mean, things are looking good right now. And actually, let me compare what's happening right now in this D wave to what happened in the previous cycle. So just for a comparison, let's see how much the D wave went down. after it topped right here. And let's see if it actually respected support levels. So as you can see, yeah, it got to the 0.618 level right here, and it went below the 0.786 support zone, which was of this low and this high right here. And yeah, then it bounced, and this structure continued going to the upside afterwards. So what happened right here is very, very similar to what's happening right now. And I don't know how other people have not noticed this. This is very, very similar looking. So no matter what we do right now, we really need to hold this level right here at about $121. So let me actually put another line right here. Yeah, something like that. So the price, in my opinion, should not go below this level right here. If it goes below it, then this structure is going to change into another kind of structure. And I really do not want to see that, because right now, what happened in the previous cycle is pretty much repeating itself. So yeah, it's looking good, and I don't want the structure to get messy. So like I said, we could get to this level right here. Maybe we could get support at this level right here. I don't expect, and I don't want to see the price get to the 50% extension or the 618, because that would make no sense. We don't need the E wave to go below the low of the C wave. That's just not something that I need to see. And also that would invalidate everything I said in this video. Also, something interesting to point out, in the previous cycle, in the main third wave, we got above the extensions right here, and we went to the 4.618 and we got above it. And in this cycle, we pretty much did the same thing. So if you're saying that what's happening right now is not similar to what happened here, I don't know why you would say something like that, because what happened in the previous cycle was pretty much copy-pasted for this cycle. Also, something more bullish that I want to talk about, and actually before I do that, let me remind you what my predictions are. So, as a bullish top, I have written down the 1.618 trend-based Fibonacci extension, but honestly, the price will most likely go way above that. So maybe let's get rid of this bullish top prediction, because I mean $400 is only like a what, 3x from here. It's not really a bullish thing. I mean, of course, from $8 to $400, that's still a lot, but the third wave went up to like $200 from the low of the second wave of like $13. So I could see the fifth wave actually finish at like $700 to $950, which is the 3.618 trend-based Fibonacci extension. So I think I'll just get rid of the 1.618 for now, because I don't see the price only going to like $400 in this cycle, considering that Bitcoin, in my opinion, will go to all-time highs of like 200 to 300k. I just cannot see Solana only doing a 3x from where we are at now. Also, look at the RSI. I mean, when we went up so much right here, when we almost broke the previous all-time high, the monthly RSI was barely at 79. Here, when we were breaking all-time highs, the RSI was pretty much 95. So right now, to get to these levels right here, we would need to do something very, very crazy. And something very, very crazy would be for Solana to go to like 1k, maybe 1.2k. And would that be realistic? Well, I don't see why not. I mean, the RSI is looking good. We have a long way to go until we get to these levels right here on the RSI, and the price could easily get to the 3.618 and maybe even the 4.618 at 1.2k. So yeah, Solana is looking very, very good right now, and I expect a lot from it in the upcoming bull cycle. Well, the bull cycle pretty much started for Solana already, and it's pretty much in the middle of it. But I do believe that there are still a lot of gains to be made with this coin. But I still believe that there are a bunch of gains to be made with this coin. I don't think the cycle is over. No, not at all. I mean, the RSI cooled off. You cannot really expect the RSI to go down now, can you? I mean, this is not really looking like a bull market on the RSI. It's barely looking like a small pump. So yeah, very, very impressive from Solana. Another thing I want to mention is the fact that in the previous cycle we went up in 5 waves, which confirmed that this right here was actually a first wave move up, and then we went down into an ABC, and this was a second wave move up, and right now I believe we are in the third wave, and I mean, yeah, we already went up into an 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we should get a fifth wave. And as you know, third waves are usually the most impulsive. So the price pretty much exploding in this cycle makes a lot of sense actually. So yeah, I can actually see the price get to like 1K in this cycle. Also, I forgot to get rid of the 1.618. Let me do that. So yeah, I do not want to call the $700 level very bullish because I believe something very bullish would be something like $950 and something extra bullish would be something like $1.2K. And let's just call the $700 level a bullish top because why not? So yeah, I mean, I could easily see the third wave right here top at like $1,000 before going down into an ABC structure in the bear market and then getting a fifth wave to the upside. So yeah, things are looking very, very good for Solana and I'm actually very bullish on it. And I think it has a lot of potential to still go up a lot in this cycle. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out my Patreon. We offer personal altcoin analysis to gold Patreons. So if you want us to cover a specific altcoin, you can become a gold Patreon and suggest an altcoin that we can cover for you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, liking, and I will see you in the next one.